Hey guys, for those of you who are looking to learn how to trade and maybe don't have too much capital, especially those who are in the United States, they're trading underneath the PDT rule. TradeNet's having a 20% off discount, so you can get an intro account for $399, and the link is in the description underneath. But I'll go over it briefly with you guys in case you're not familiar. I'd imagine most people have heard of them. But it's an educational platform. It's not necessarily a broker. Yes, you can make money from them. Yes, you get paid out on all your withdrawals without issues. But they are not technically a prop firm. They are not a broker. They are an educational platform. You're not making a deposit into an account. You're actually buying into their educational program that then gives you a funded account. So once you buy into the program, you cannot withdraw your deposit. It's there. But for $399, they're going to be giving you $14,000 in buying power. We'll just say 400. For the $400, you get to lose up to $700. So you start at 14,000. If your account goes underneath 13,300, they're going to close the account. You're not liable for anything less, for anything more. If your account goes less than 13,300, your commissions are dirt cheap, probably the best in the industry. They're only $1.50 minimum. I guess Trade Zero is going to have better fees, but you're bound by the PDT rule. So this is basically talking about brokers to get around the PDT rule. For $400, you can't beat the experience that you're going to get. You're going to get the feel of trading with live money. You get this is the live platform that I use. This is my account here. You get your time in sales, you get your level 2. I don't have the brokers on here just because I don't use them, because we're CFD trading. Also, the executions are absolutely instant, and there is slippage when you put in bigger orders, but as long as you put in smaller orders and scale in and out with smaller share size with hotkeys, depending on your strategy, you're not going to get any slippage at all. You'll get filled right at the bid and the ask. But once you start taking larger position sizes on illiquid stocks, if the level 2 can't support the size of your order, it's going to average you. So I mean, this one's moving far too quickly to explain, and that's a little bit more advanced than it needs to be. But at maximum, you're going to get a 3-cent slippage. At absolute maximum, you can buy, if you had the buying power, 100,000 shares of Kron right now. If you wanted to say you wanted to buy 100,000 shares of Kron, at most you would get filled with 3 cents of slippage. But if you were to really buy 100,000 shares of Kron with like U.S. equities, a real account, and buy shares, your slippage you'd probably push this thing. I mean, you'd move the stock. CFD trading doesn't move the stocks at all, so your fills are going to be instant. But in order to scale in, if you do a lot of small order sizes, like 250 shares, which is about the minimum for the $1.50 commission, each order is going to get filled at the ask. So it's a little bit of something that you can work in your favor. So beyond having this platform, you're also going to get really good charting. You're going to get news with it. You're going to get a self-study course. It's basically everything that you need. So if you're international and you can't get free charting, which there are websites for it, but if you want charting, you can buy into an intro account and watch the level 2, especially for the level 2, because this level 2 platform usually costs $150 through other brokers. For TradeNet, it's going to be $15 a month. So you can get your charting plus your level 2 plus your time in sales, all for $15 a month. You could just buy into the intro account, not take any trades, and just watch the market for a year for your $399. But most people are going to be trading, but you don't have to. You can just use it for the charting, and get familiar with reading level 2 and the time and sales, which I highly recommend. I would recommend buying into it and not even trading with it for a while. I would buy into it, go through their entire self-study, watch the market, find a mentor, follow his strategy, learn his entries, why is he taking the trades, and then start anticipating the trades, and maybe use a journal and do hypothetical trades. Writing down your entries, writing down your emotions, writing down why you entered, what pattern was it, writing down when you exited, why you exited, how did you feel when you exited, and tracking everything that way. Don't even trade with the account until you have a proven track record that you can succeed. But having it is kind of like it's a good motivation to get you to feel confident with your trades, knowing that, okay, I've mastered this setup, I've taken this setup 50 times and I've won 30 out of the 50, and when I win, I have a 1.5 to 1 profit to loss ratio. So I mean, that's phenomenal. You have a 60% accuracy, and when you do win, you win 1.5 to 1. So for every $100 that you risk, you're winning 150. So once you really have a proven track record of your trading, then you can start wagering real money on yourself and your setups, and you want to be able to do that confidently. Now, since you're able to trade with TradeNet under the PDT, you're able to actually take real trades, so you can use this to data mine. You don't really want to use the buying power that you get. You want to play it like it's a $500 account, or maybe even a $400 account. You put in $400, okay, with the discount link in the description. You buy into TradeNet for $400. You get the platform, you get the education, you get the chat room membership. Play it like it's a $400 account. Don't use your leverage. You don't need your leverage. I mean, if you have a $400 account, you can only buy like 20 shares of Cron. That's perfectly fine. This thing has moved multiple dollars today. It went from, we'll say, $20 to $24. I mean, if you capture the whole move with only 20 shares, it's huge, and that would be a huge gain on your account. And then from there, you can compound it, or take your risk levels based on your account. Only risking $50 a trade would be a lot, considering you have a $500 account. That only gives you 10 trades if they all go bad. So risk like $20 a trade, and then if you do lose your $400, you actually have $700 to lose. So you'll have another account. As an intro, that's how I would do it. If you're already somewhat comfortable with your strategies and you're really looking into getting into trading, at most I would suggest getting a student package. That's the one that I use. It gives you $80,000 in buying power. It's with the discount, it's $2,600, I think. So you save. No, it's normally $3,000. You get 20% off, so you're saving $600. So it's $2,400. You're getting a $4,000 max loss. So you get $80,000 in buying power, and then if the account goes underneath 76,000, they're going to shut the account. With TradeNet, I'll go over some of the account details here a little bit more specifically, because if you're still watching, you're probably interested. The commissions are $1.50, $15 a month platform fees. You only take a portion of the profits. You don't get to keep your whole profit. So say with the intro account, they open you at $14,000. Anything over $14,000 is considered profit, and you're able to withdraw. It does have a $200 withdrawal limit, but they wire it right into your bank, and they're going to take 30% of the profit. So it's a 70-30 split, because they're giving you like 30 to 1 leverage on your money. I don't even know actually what it is. So let's see, you have 14,000 and you're putting in $400. You're getting 35-to-1 leverage on your money, which is absolutely insane, and that's why everybody blows up their account instantly, because they're playing it like they have a $14,000 account, and if you can only lose $700 of the 14,000, that's only 5%. You can only lose 5% of the account before they shut it down. Rule of thumb is to risk no more than 2% per trade. So if you were to go by that ruling, you would last 2 trades. Well, 3 trades if they all went bad. So you can't trade like you have a $14,000 account, even though you have that much buying power. You need to trade like it's a $500 account. Risk $20 to make 60. That's it. Practice that. Risk $20 to make 60. If it's a 1-to-1 setup, it's probably not worth it because it's a coin toss. Unless you have like a killer setup that gives you like 75% odds. If it's 1-to-1, don't take it. So if you guys have any questions, comment in the section below. The description is going to be in the link. If you buy into it, you can also check out my other videos on how to set up the time and sales and level 2. I have gradient colors, so it's really easy to read, a lot easier than all the different rainbow colors that they have by default. Also, 2 time and sales over here. You see the smaller shares going and it moving a lot faster. And then these are the larger shares, so it moves slower. Sometimes I like to be able to, I like to be able to see the bulk orders and not have them get flushed out of this so quickly. So there's also some other things like hiding your unrealized when you're trading, and I mean it really depends on your skill level. So I've kind of pushed TradeNet and talked about the majority of the benefits that you can get from it. Let's talk about the negatives, and if you could find any other negatives, put it in the comment below so we're 100% transparent. So the negatives to trading with TradeNet is that when you put your money into TradeNet, you're not making a deposit. So it's not like another broker where you put $2,000 in. If you lose $1,000, you can take out your other $1,000. Whatever money you put into TradeNet, you absolutely lose because you're buying into them. So I've kind of touched base with that earlier, but putting it in statistically, it's rough. It's really rough to be able to be successful. So, and it's because of the profit split. So it's a 70-30 profit split. You buy in, you have to double your account in order to break even because you've already put your money in and you can't take any out. So you have to profit not only your initial deposit, but 30% over your initial deposit. So, you know, say you put in your $400 through the link, you have to win. I'm not even sure what the math is on that, but we'll say like $500. You have to win $500 just to break even to get your initial deposit back. So you have to grow your $500 account 130%, or $400. You have to grow your $400 account 130% in order to withdraw $400. So that's something that I really wanted everybody to realize. And not only do you have to do that, but you have to do that against the odds that 90% of people are not going to make money in the market. Now, I've seen people absolutely crush TradeNet. Absolutely crush TradeNet. They went from the intro account to the student account and then jumped up to the expert account, and they're doing phenomenal. Guy's name is Jeff Valentine. He's going to be opening a trading class. I'm not quite sure too many details about it, but it's going to be called like Valentine Trading Corp, and it's supposed to launch on Valentine's Day this year. He's going to be offering free memberships. The interesting thing about him is that he's autistic, and he says that, you know, he doesn't really have the same emotions as other people have, and also he has a really keen eye for seeing patterns. So he actually took the demo account challenge, which I highly suggest you do if you haven't. So he actually didn't invest any money into TradeNet at all. He took the demo account challenge, got a free intro account, built that up, got the student account. And this was all within like a week. It was absurd. So kudos to him. I'll be following him. If there's any other newer information about him, I'll put it out. But besides that, I'm going to stop running my mouth because this video is starting to get a little bit longer. But if you are watching and you have any other questions, you can join the Discord group. You could private message me if you want to learn more about trading, or if you want to learn more about TradeNet. Join the Discord group, message me. I have a ton of material that I could forward over to you that will definitely expedite your learning curve. So yeah, and I don't know if I mentioned it, but if you sign up for TradeNet through my link, I get a kickback. So I want that to be clear as well. Yeah, I mean, I covered the good, covered the bad. That's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. I'm gonna head out for the day and call it there. Later, guys.